I'm live, apparently. That is certainly peculiar. Bourbon Junkies are live. Well, never mind. Hi, everyone. Welcome to The Last Drop. I am Chris. It's quite late. This is just a complete test of YouTube, basically, and Streamyard. Oh, I'm going to try and do bits and pieces while I'm here. Cool. Let's have a look. Channel dashboard. See, it says I'm live. Am I live? Oh. Hi, Al. How are you doing? That's weird. I'm trying to test out Streamyard, Al. Just listening to classic music and then you're here. Hello, Luna. How are you? Hope you're good. I want to try and get the chat in like quicker time because that's quite slow, isn't it? People when people use StreamYard. So give me a second. Let's see. I have no idea whether this will work. Oh, there it is. Cool. It's very strange. Very strange indeed. Where else should we go? What? Kind of okay. I'm doing okay. I've got StreamYard too, but I ain't tried it yet. Yeah, it's a bit strange. Let me seriously. There we go. Pop out chat. That's much better. Now I can do that. Now I can do that. Now I can do that. And there we go. That is much better. Although that's too big. That's too big. Let's move that over there. You admire people do StreamYard. It's a funny thing. I normally use OBS, but I think Luna, it's going to be quite the thing to use StreamYard, especially in these times. Obviously, everybody's on this strange, weird, lockdowny thing where everybody's stuck inside, and I think, yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of streams, I think. And I thought it'd be really good for trying to use StreamYard, because I think it'd be good where you've got that link, and when I've used where I use OBS for my live streams, it makes it a lot difficult because you have to give your Skype details to people, and then people have to Skype into your call. Then you grab something else and you bring that in, and so forth. Hi Dom, how are you doing? Good to see you at this time of night. But yeah, Skype is a funny thing. It's quite good, and then OBS nicks the stream from it, and so forth. So yeah, I'm trying this StreamYard stream, which is funny. But yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? I think it works fine. How are you guys doing? I mean, what? Yeah, are you having a dram at the moment? I mean, I've got a Wild Turkey 101. In fact, that's the bottle kill. Not much left of it. But yeah, I noticed there's other streams going on. It's quite funny. I don't want that on. I've just got my broadband fixed as well. So I was only getting like 10 meg the other day, and now it's back up at 40 meg, which is really, really good. So hopefully, I mean, I'm only on Wi-Fi at the moment, but I'm hoping to, if I do some proper live streams, I can use my cable and get the Ethernet and get some more people in and so forth, and it'd be quite good. Although I think because it's Streamyard, it might be easier for streaming anyway. But we'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be quite good. How's that? Is my audio okay? I'm trying to be quite quiet because obviously it is 10:30 at night, and yeah, the wife has just gone to bed. I don't want to disturb her too much. Cool. Right, let's try this chat thing, because you can bring the chat in, can't you? Let's do this. So let's. It's quite actually not quite. I mean, I don't know whether they've been updating this, but I mean the chat for me. I mean, maybe it's because there's only 4 people in or 5 people in. Simon the Whiskey Novice has joined us. But that's pretty quick in there. So let's have a. I can put these on the thing. Let's. We'll say. Dom just finished a private live with a few people. Who are you private with, if you don't mind me asking, Dom? Then we got Greg's in. Hi, Greg. How are you doing? Bonjour or I can't remember what evening is in French. Never mind. Came after Cool Andy's live stream. Oh, Mobbox. Okay. Oh my god. Bonsoir. Ah, yeah, bonsoir. I did know that. I don't know why I didn't say it, but it was in my head, and I don't know why I didn't say it. Menno's in. How you doing, Menno? Good to see you. Is it bonsoir? It's not Belgian, is it? I mean, what's good evening in? I don't know. That's incredibly bad. Oh well. Yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? You can pick like all these different things out. There's Luna saying bonsoir. Goinivond. I have no. That's wow. I would say that's Flemish. I hope it is, because I don't think it's French. Flemish part. Cool. So how are you all guys doing? How's I'd love to say how are these peeps used to have were part of very popular juice owners meet up for a long like. Mark Slinger, nice pork. Mark, you have absolutely no idea. What I didn't show actually on my video, or my Instagram post, was I'd made a sauce as well. So the juice from my pork, I reduced down a bit, and then I added some barbecue sauce, some ketchup, and some American style mustard. Mix that all together to make a barbecue sauce to then drizzle over the top. And it was so good. Honestly, so good. Simon, I am drinking Wild Turkey 101. How about yourself? Are you drinking a lot? Are we bourboning tonight, or are we it's so strange the chat, isn't it? It's very bizarre. I'm not 100% sure. Luna's grabbing her Glengoyne 21. Dom saying, did that make sense? Not really. So I'm guessing some old friends that were on a YouTube channel, or used to be on a YouTube channel. So that's pretty cool. Mark loves the pulled pork shoulder in there. Yeah, Luna commented on she's going to get her wife to cook hers in a slow cooker. Dom's as pissed as a newt. That's quite funny. Simon's sober night for tonight. I had a sober night last night. I drank a lot on Thursday evening for some reason. So I decided last night that I wouldn't drink a lot. Tonight I had an Eagle Rare earlier, just to kick off the evening, and then I switched over. I didn't have a lot of the Wild Turkey left 101, so I decided to bottle kill that this evening, which is cool. Tell you what though, I mean, people complain about the chat, but the chat I've got in, because obviously this is just it's quite a test of StreamYard. The chat is very much up to date with in the StreamYard chat compared to the YouTube chat, which I've popped out of the live stream sort of studio thing. So yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's not like, it's pretty quick. I mean, Luna just said, multi-mission, how did you like the Swisky? That's funny. And then it popped up straight away, so you got like 2 chats going on. It's quite weird. Maybe I should put it on the other side, but never mind. Unbelievable. So Mark, you killed your Benro Mac 10. I don't. You're gonna hate me, but I don't think I've had a Benro Mac 10 yet. You won't hate me, but just for not having a whiskey. If you do, that's not right. How dare you? Yeah, I can't remember having any Benro Macs really. I mean, obviously you know that I'm quite new to the old whiskey game, but I've tried a lot. Tried a lot in the past year and a bit. Crazy amount of different whiskies. It's just ridiculous amount. Unbelievable. Dom's saying COVID-19 can be killed by booze. He thinks he's immune. Well, no. But yeah, we're all stuck inside. It's very strange. I want to do a live next week, hopefully. If you're all up for it. If you want to come on, that'd be really, really cool. I want to try and get people, talking. Roy's live stream on Thursday was really, really fun. Really enjoyed that. In fact, I preferred that over the Charlie McLean thing, or McLean. It's John McClane, isn't it, from Die Hard? But yeah, that was really, really cool. But yeah, I think that we still deserve to talk about this COVID crap, which is quite annoying, very annoying. But yeah, I think it'd be good to just get. I wanted to get on, the whiskey community, whiskey tribe. Not the tribe, but the whiskey fabric. Try and get on. I want to try and get an Andrew, who's down in Australia, because I think it'd be a really interesting take on what's happening down there, down under, without being too bad. And it'd be interesting. Obviously getting everybody's opinion from, because we're so globally based. We're so, a lot of us all over the place. It's very interesting how each country is tackling this issue. And while I know it's not whiskey related, we can have whiskey while we're talking about it and how it's sort of affecting us, and that sort of thing. I think that would be a good topic. Hopefully you agree. But yeah, I think it'd be a a good starting point just to get it off everybody's chest, really, and then we can start, getting back into some sort of slight normality of whiskey and stuff like that. Obviously, this is a very strange, my green couch. I probably will be over there, back at the kitchen table, which would be cool. What are you guys saying? There you are, Andrew. Good to see you, buddy. If I don't know if you heard any of that, but I'm gonna do a live some other point later on, and I wanted to get you on just to see how how everything's going on down under, with all the COVID crap and how much bog roll you got and all that kind of crap. You don't like the tribe, do you, Greg? God's sake, no tribe for me. You will be the tribe. Good morning. What are you saying? Ben Romack 10 is brilliant next to Ben Nevis. It's one of the best 10-year-olds available. Beat Springbank 10 and perhaps even Ardbeg 10. Wow. Better than Springbank 10? That's shocking. Luna, you make the new tribe. Luna, do I consider myself the new clown? The whiskey clown like Rex is? I don't know. That would be funny. Ben Nevis 10. Oh, was that Ben Nevis? No, Ben Nevis 10. Yeah. Cool. Cool, Andrew. Well, as this is a test, it'd be good. Does anybody want to come on? Give me a shout. Let me hold on. Let me do this. Let me copy that because I'm testing it all out. This C9 thing is going to get much worse. I think it definitely is, Al. Definitely is going to get worse. Here's a link. If you want to come on, do it. And I'll see if I can add you. Andrew, get on. Anyone. I'm happy for anyone. Just don't tip over. No tribe is based on mutual liking each other. Yeah, no, definitely not. Funny. Cool. A bit too late even yesterday. Swami asked me at 2:30 p.m. What? AM, you mean? I had to say no because of my neighbours. That's okay. I'm not saying anyone comes on, but yeah, we got Andrew. All right, let's see if we can do that. There you are, buddy.
How are you? Mate, can you please just make sure that you don't go coughing towards the camera, mate? I don't want to catch anything. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm really, really good. Oh, well, yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of all over the place, isn't it?
It's fucked up, right? It's just so bizarre.
Yeah.
We like every day it changes here. I don't know what it's like, obviously down where you are, but it's Greg saying new hair. You got new hair?
Same old hair.
Same old hair.
Just haven't done anything with it.
just grown a bit long, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, Luna's asking if you can keep your restaurant open at the moment. Well, how's the people?
About that, we have actually been fortunate enough that we were able. We actually sold it.
Oh, wow.
Just before the shitstorm started.
Okay.
So, mate, I think we
You lucked out there.
we lucked out. Yeah.
So what are you doing now?
It at the moment, job searching. But yeah, it's especially for like small businesses and things like that. Yeah, it's been a struggle for a lot of places now. So
Yeah, it's same here,
yeah,
really. Crazy.
yeah. And out of all the things, and I'm sure you, it's been the same, I think, everywhere. But out of all the things that you would expect a supermarket to run out of, toilet paper. Like, what the fuck? Toilet paper.
Yeah, it is. I
And
mean,
excuse the language. I know you tried to keep a G-rated show going on.
mate, it's fucking 10 to 11 at night. Shit, fuck, bollocks,
Oh,
bollocks, but
fuck it. It's 10 to 10 in the morning here.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm liking the white background compared to the terracotta.
Yeah. It was red, mate. It was red.
It's fucking terracotta.
Mate, it's not in China. It's in Australia.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. The gloves are off now. Brilliant. But
Yep.
no. This is crazy. Yeah, I'm using Streamyard for the first time. Oh, we got hours.
How are you finding it?
It's pretty weird.
But it's nice and easy to use.
Yeah, I'm definitely finding that. I mean, it's quite good. You just click go live and you're done. I mean, it's quite cool. You got to fiddle about with trying to get the chat. I don't know how it works with the chat wise, but obviously I know people are a bit of a pain in the bum, and it doesn't work as well. But it seems to be keeping up quite quickly with.
Are you using
chat.
your phone or your computer to
I'm
do
on my
the
laptop,
actual
laptop?
The other thing that you can try doing if you're wanting to try and keep up to like a more like live feel for the actual chat itself, just like put your phone on mute or like turn the volume on your phone down to mute. And then you can have the stream playing up on that as well, so that you can see a exact live of the chat. But that's extra hassle. If you don't want to, that's up to you.
Well, if required, yeah, we can get Al on. Al is waiting in the wings, and
oh wow,
we see if we can get him like incognito-y, like just doing something silly. Oh, there he is.
I'll have to knock off in about 5 minutes or so.
That's cool.
Al.
There he is. Hi Al, how are you doing? This is the first time I've chatted to you. Actually,
I'm okay. I don't do anything silly.
No, really. You drink whiskey. Really. That's silly enough.
Well, I'm gonna have to change from this.
What's that?
Vodka.
Hey, we got Neil from Whiskey Trials as well. Good evening,
mate. I'll say bring them all in. You can have a Brit, an Aussie, an Irish, and a Scotsman all together. Of course, you're going to be drinking.
Springbank strength, lovely.
Oh yeah. So I might as well, if I'm going to go live, I might as well do it right.
That's right.
Well, I've got Wild Turkey 101.
I'm running low on stock.
That's my last dram of Wild Turkey 101, which is annoying.
I was seeing something in one of the tribe posts the other day. This one guy had obviously been trying to go to his local liquor store before their lockdown kicked in, and was hoping that they would at least have some 101 available. All that was left was the regular turkey. Everything else was gone.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. They must know something I don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good dram. I like Wild Turkey 101. Every time I've tried a Wild Turkey, it's been really good. Like
Have you tried the Russell's Reserve?
Yeah, the only the rye.
Okay.
But that was really, really nice, really enjoyable.
Mm.
But yeah, pretty much every wild turkey I've tried. The long branch was weird. Toby from Whiskey Shed gave me a long branch little sample, and that was strange. It was much more rye than I was expecting it to be. So very strange.
I really enjoyed the long branch. I mean, well, enough so that I've finished off 2 bottles of it. But yeah, so I quite enjoyed it. I think a lot of people were probably expecting to have a lot more of those smoky notes coming through with it, especially since it's supposed to have the, I think the mesquite staves in it or something like that. But I don't know. I enjoyed it for what it is.
Yeah, I enjoyed it as well, but it didn't have the normal wild turkey thing going on for me.
Yeah.
You've done quite a lot of bourbons, haven't you, Al? I mean, it's
Yeah.
When were you stateside? You were stateside
June, July last year.
June, July last year.
Yeah.
Where was that? Florida.
Man, that's gone by quickly.
Florida and then the Caribbean. Yeah.
Nice. We went year before last. Yeah, we're in Four Corners, which is just sort of near Walt Disney. So.
Thank God it wasn't this year.
Yeah. Well, you say that.
Yeah.
2 months ago, we sort of around Christmas, we planned for the whole family to go over to Florida. So big family holiday, and we sort of about a month ago decided to knock it on the head because there was a lot of other dramas going on, and then obviously this all kicked off. So it was.
As I even say for my.
Have you got a holiday planned? Any of you guys got a holiday planned or?
We didn't have we had it planned, but we didn't book anything, so it wasn't too bad.
I've one booked for, when is it? The last 2 weeks in August in Portugal, so I hope.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully by then. I mean, geez. What's Greg saying?
So my parents, I actually had about a 2-month trip planned in June, but I don't think that's going to be happening anytime.
I don't think so.
No.
So Greg suggesting a pineapple pizza stuffed with toilet paper and served with bolognese pasta.
Trust the French to have no taste in food.
Jesus.
That's awesome.
No. All right, guys, mate. I'm gonna have to knock off now. Try and start my day. But yeah, say thanks for putting the link up. It's great to see you guys and to actually finally have a little chat with Al. So that's great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it Mother's Day?
Looking forward to the Rowan coat.
Is it Mother's Day?
Yeah. It's not Mother's Day in Australia, is it?
No.
Okay. It's just here tomorrow. Mother's Day.
Yeah, just here.
And it's just like the Queen has multiple birthdays throughout the year as well.
Yeah. Well, be nice to your mother anyway.
I'll try to.
Yes, they did. I'll let you know about a more timed live
Keep
stream.
in touch.
Cool. Catch you later.
No worries.
Stay safe.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Cheers. See you later, Robert.
There we go. I'm going to try like this. What's this do? Oh, look, there's another button. Look at that.
I'm just using my phone because my webcam's pretty shit. So.
Your webcam. My webcam is on my laptop. It's up here. There it is.
Although we could try it at some stage just to see, but it's very wide angle and.
Yeah.
Well, I don't look good in wide. Well, I don't look good close up, but I don't look good in wide angle either.
Yeah. Well, I'm sort of the same, really.
I have a face for a radio broadcast and the voice for a silent movie.
Yeah. Ah, dear. So how is that? I think I only had one Springbank car strength.
This is my first, and I'm not sure. It's.
And I mean 1 dram as well. So I mean not
54.8. I think it's one of maybe the older ones, but it's really tasty. But At the same time, for me, it doesn't live up to the Edredor.
That was weird. That was probably one of my first whiskies I properly ever had. Because I think I'm quite a guy for researching stuff and whatnot, and yeah, for some reason, like at that point, I'd never been on like Whiskey Tube. I'd never like seen any videos like that. So I was like looking at blogs and things like that, and I think in the end I ended up picking Edredauer because it was the smallest distillery.
Yeah.
So it had that air of, well, it's not as commercial
Yeah.
as maybe like some of the bigger brands, which is, which is what I'm like. And it was reasonably priced. I think it was maybe only 30-40 quid at the time. So
that's right. The 10-year-old distillery edition is pretty reasonably priced.
Yeah. But I honestly, I couldn't tell you any memories of it.
Like I have to say now, the first time I had it was a couple of years ago, and it was just properly getting into the groove then, and it was just okay. But once your palate develops and once you really get properly into the groove and you've tasted a lot of whiskey, then you begin to appreciate it a bit more.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's definitely one of. I think there's a lot of ones that I tried like at the beginning of last year that I really want to try again. So I mean, Loch Lomond 12, I want to try again.
Yep. I actually just finished my bottle of it tonight with a couple of drams earlier.
Well, I have good memories of that one. Good memories.
Very, very nice. And actually, in a funny way, because I had a side-by-side the other night, it reminds me very much of a lower proofed Springbank 12.
Right, okay.
Cask strength, that is. Yep.
Yeah.
Very, very similar profile.
Yeah, which is maybe, because it's Loch Lomond's Glen Scotia, isn't it? So
and
same group.
Alan, the whiskey friend, is a big fan of the Loch Lomond 12.
Yeah. I that was one that Vin told me to get, which is quite cool. He's
Plus
told me to get a couple bottles, to be honest.
Yeah, they're master distillers from Northern Ireland as well.
There we go. Nice link.
Yeah, because whenever I did a review of it there a while back, and he actually got in touch with me on Twitter and sent a few messages back and forth.
All right, cool, nice.
He didn't send me any free bottles, it was a bugger.
I got him. Simon saying that he's just ordered 2 new bottles of Loch Lomond. It's good. I mean, it's very good stuff. In fact, one of the other bottles I've just reordered is the Kilkerran 12. Now, obviously, I've been, banging on about the 8 cask strength and the heavily peated sort of the back end of last year, but that 12 is, I really wanted to revisit it because it was definitely an eye opener last year, and probably my whiskey of the year maybe last year. It's very good for something that's so available, and I picked up for like £32.
Yeah, funny enough, when I was watching all the videos in relation to all the Kilkerran hype and everything, and I was like, God, I've never had that. And then I was looking through my notes that I used to take in an old notebook, and some of them were a wee bit like done under the influence, shall I say?
Oh yeah,
not very easy to read. But it turns out I did have a Kilkerran 12, and it was from the Dram team.
All right, yeah.
So it's definitely something I need to have a try at again in due course.
Cool. What's people saying in the chat? Whiskey Trials. Is he saying? Are you in the bath? I think he's saying he's in the bath. Why are you in the bath at 11 o'clock at night? Who does that?
Scottish people.
Yeah, Scottish people. Yeah, weird. How long are you in the bath? That's very long.
He's washing his kilt.
Washing his kilt. That's a naked as a jaybird. He's saying. Let's put that up. There we go.
Thank God he's not on the wing.
We'll use that as a thumbnail, I think.
Oh,
Awesome. Cool. So, this is obviously the first. Well, I'm going to interview you now, Al. I mean, this is the first time we've actually properly chatted.
that's right.
What made you do YouTube?
Vin.
Vin?
I initially met Vin through the British Bourbon Society.
Okay, yeah. On Facebook group or the actual society?
I was a member of that group at the time.
Yeah.
And was basically, I got badly hurt at work 5 years ago, and I was off for a long time, and I had a love of whiskey, and I thought, how the hell am I going to cope? So we got into the whole Facebooky thing and got into a few groups, and then the appreciation and the love started to grow a wee bit more, even though it had gone back for many years before that. But it developed, and in previous life, before my last job, I was a journalist, newspaper editor, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I had a little blog going. I thought, well, if I'm going to be sitting at home, I'll develop the passion. So I did the blog. I wasn't too, even though I've done live TV interviews and stuff, including BBC News 24 one time, which was quite fun.
Cool.
It was the whole video thing just was a wee bit scary. So I just thought, I'll write. And I started a wee blog, but I wasn't overly happy with it. And then I stopped it. And then it was Paddy Corkscrew, by the way. That was a name the wife came up with. And then I'd been talking with Vin, we'd shared a few samples, and he's like, you should really get into YouTube. And then just one day I just thought, you know what, the hell with it, I'm going to give it a go. And like some of the early videos, you're like, oh God, you just start somewhere.
Well, yeah. I mean, everybody looks at their old YouTube videos, and it's yeah, my ones. Although it's like my cognac ones are the most popular videos, and my I think one is like 1,500 sort of views now.
Yeah.
But it's such a dread. It was one of must have been my third or fourth video I'd ever done, and it's such a dreadful watch. People watching it for some reason. Really weird.
You know, you just can't tell. What was it that sort of got you into it and made you sort of go online? Because it's a big step, you know, to have the appreciation and the enthusiasm for it, and then sort of put yourself out there in the public eye and the profile and just go for it.
Yeah. I mean, it's very strange. Very strange. But
so
never mind.
What got you going? Or did you just get drunk one night and decide to do it?
I started watching like Whiskey Tribe and stuff like that. And then I saw Vin and the Scotch Dummies and stuff like that. So I was more American based with the whiskey tube stuff that I was watching. And I didn't really know of many UK ones. So I thought, well, if the guys in America are doing it, I mean, and I didn't really search that much, but you know, at the end of it, really. And then I just thought, well, I do that, and I like to try a lot of different things, and I thought, oh, I'll try cognac because nobody seems to be doing that, and still nobody's doing that. I mean, maybe there's a reason why, but they're pretty popular. And cognac is a popular drink, but it's a very almost secretive. You know, they're very much. I've had dodgy messages or comments on videos from you know one person in particular on cognac and how rubbish I am at tasting it and stuff. So they're very protective of it. Maybe a lot more than whiskey. You know, very whiskey. And the whiskey community that we're in is very much accepting of, you know, drink it how you want it. But cognac is very much, you must do it this way almost, you know. It's definitely
right.
trying to break the mold there.
Like I'm fairly thick-skinned when it comes to stuff. But at the same time, it can be quite bloody fiery if you get me in the wrong mentality, you know. And sometimes I've written it down and then no, I'm not going, you know, because it's like it can be quite.
Yeah, you're talking about just fuck you, fuck you.
It's one of these things. Write it down, put it in a draft, and set it aside, but don't hit send. But because the older you get, the more fiery you get, and the more I don't want to hold it in. But sometimes discretion is the better part of valor. So, but funny enough, I know what's going to change. I don't think I've had a negative comment yet on any of my videos, but I've had one thumbs down, and I'm like, fuck, that's not. You know, it probably should be more. You know, and it will be more. But like that, as long as it's constructive, I don't care.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, thumbs downs are weird because
don't explain why.
The people are still watching your video, so I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, algorithm-wise, it's still good to have any interactions. Good as far as YouTube's concerned. So.
Like I think I commented on one of the Scotch Test Dummies videos the other night. It was the one where they did all the burgers.
Yeah, that was good fun.
And I think they sort of took the hump because I was like, "Oh, you're definitely not the what was it? What did I put on it? The McScotch Test fucking burger eaters or whatever it was, you know." But your whiskey videos are good, but that was more or less saying it was a funny comment to say, like, you know, between you could only eat 5 burgers. Fuck,
I know.
that's not good. You know, and if anything, it would have put my money on Bart to beat Scott, you know. And I think they were like, read the disclaimer at the start. You know, so, no, it wasn't a dig or anything. It was just a comment, you know. You didn't take it the right way. Fuck.
Yeah.
Because if I don't like a video, I'll just walk away. I'll not put a negative connotation on it or anything.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I don't. It's one of those things I don't rarely comment either. There's only a few here and there. If I like the videos much. Ardbaggy's in. Hi Andy, how are you doing? But yeah, if you don't, I just can't be bothered with. I don't know whether it's me or whatever, but
like it's if somebody's just plainly a troll, just ignore block. You know, I for the last 16 years I was a police officer. Well, I retired through ill health, but some of the abuse, Jesus, you know, when you're like, you know, just like a water off a duck's back. You know? And some of the names I got called and some of the things that they said they were going to do to my wife, like, well, I can't even do that, you know. But
awesome.
You know, and it's just like, doesn't bother me. Like anything you can say to me, I've heard 10 times worse.
Luna's asking if we get trolls. Do you get trolls on Twitter and Instagram? I think?
Not maybe a couple on Twitter a few times, but not on any. Once, not twice. Twice on Facebook. A couple of times on Twitter. Nothing. Instagram is generally reasonably friendly. Not on YouTube yet, but that's about it. But Twitter can be a nasty place.
Mm.
So it can, but then I'm big in, as you can see, with Arsenal here, I'm big into football, and I would.
Well, you deserve it then, don't you? Really?
So I can be. I like sometimes just to go in and put something out there and wind people up, and then sit back and watch the fireworks. But not when it comes to whiskey, you know. But
Mainly Spurs fans.
Oh God! Don't tell me. My cousin sent me a meme earlier on. He's a United supporter, and it was like, well, before the brain injury, did you support Arsenal, or was it after? Oh, Deanston.
Deanston?
No, I
Old
thought
Forester.
I said Deanston, the Old Forester. God, these glasses are no good.
I had Deanston 12. Obviously influenced by Roy, to be honest. Yeah, it was all right.
Funny enough, I had
I
a couple of Deanstons as well, and I've reviewed them. And while they were enjoyable, they didn't reach the heights for me that they did for others.
Yeah, definitely. What's everybody saying? What we got? We got our baggies in, yeah. Wife. Oh, Luna's wife is a huge Arsenal fan.
Oh yeah.
Now
we're talking.
But Luna knows nothing about football. Oh well, never mind.
I know, but she's so old. Once she gets speaking to the other half, you know, because Arsenal are where it started. I used to be an Arsenal season ticket holder before I got sick and I couldn't go. I was over like once, twice a month. I used to take off here about maybe 3 or 4 of us would go together.
We've got a half naked Scotsman in the.
Oh Jesus! Half 3 in the morning. Go over.
Oh, how we doing?
Oh Jesus! He's got his clothes on. Thank fuck. You know,
yeah.
spend the time over there. Come back on the last flight, and you were banjacked.
Look at the red face.
Nice.
Yeah. But just jumped out the bath. Jumped out the bath. Look, I'm all rosy cheeked and everything. Just jumped out the bath for you.
That's a thing of beauty, isn't it, Chris?
It is, yeah.
Thing of
That
beauty.
is something.
You know, my
weird.
dreams will be tonight.
The whole camera thing's weird on my phone. I'm not used to vlogging with my phone at all. It's funny.
This calls for another cask strength.
Crikey, you're going cast strength. Well, I was saying that.
So this was the thing. So I was gonna say to people, what should I have for my last minute? I've been drinking the Talisker Port Rui pretty much most of the time in the bath.
I think in honor of Al, you should drink that Edredau.
Oh, do you know what?
You're talking.
Very good call, Chris. But wait until you see how much I've got left of it.
Probably not much.
Oh, not much at all. But do you know what? I'll drink it. I'll fucking drink it.
Wow, that is not what.
Oh,
it's got quite a big dimple in it, doesn't it, at the bottom, Al? So
it does.
I've picked
up the 10 here. Oh.
Yeah.
Very dimply bottle.
Big dimple.
Look at
a bit like
the dark of that. Jesus. We'll compare dimples, will we?
Aye. No.
My dimple's bigger than yours.
No. You're welcome to big dimples, to be fair.
And Luna sounds bottle kill.
You're only small because you've been in the bath for so long.
I shaved my beard off, you'll see a massive dimple in my chin.
Right, we've got Alan, the whiskey friends in as well.
Shave your head and then you'll really look cool.
Wait, God.
How are you doing, Neil?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just trying to open a whiskey bottle with one hand, which is actually really difficult.
It's weird with one hand, isn't it? It's weird with the phone.
I'm working.
I've been on a few live streams with them, just holding my phone up. You end up with arm ache. Quite. I don't even know where I put my phone. There it is.
I'm in.
Sitting there like that.
I'm in. I've got one. Here we
Good
go.
man.
And
Oh, that's
do you know what?
wrong glass, Neil. Wrong glass.
Oh, yeah.
Wrong type of
Oh,
glass.
I
Oh
need my
God.
tasting glass. Go on.
I'm gonna get comments like people. Why is that Scotsman drinking out of the wrong glass?
This what
Do you know
happens when
why?
you drink in the bath.
Because my sense of smell is so amazing. I don't need a tasting glass. I don't need the acute kind of fluted thing into my nasal passages because my nose is amazing.
Awesome.
This is an incredible malt, though. I loved Al's review on it. If you haven't seen it, go check it out because he really nails it. And actually, the Whiskey Friend really nails it as well.
Yeah, Alan's in.
Yeah, Alan's
in the chat.
review was just like the smells
That's
that he was
right,
going
because
through. Yes.
I was watching Alan on the live stream that night, and I said, I
wanna
actually
join,
found
Alan?
it. You know, and it was like, it comes from Master of Malt, but you can't get it in Master of Malt. You have to buy it through Amazon. Crazy.
It's one of these ones that it's interesting because my girlfriend kind of got me into whiskey, and we stayed up near Edredour or Edredour. I don't really know how you say it. When I was up there, I said Edredour, but we stayed quite close by, and obviously the 10 was freely available in the sort of pubs and stuff. And I didn't really like it at the time, but I was very much uninitiated. So the malts that I liked at that time would have been your kind of Old Pulteney 12s and the kind of smoother, more like just bourbon ones that, you know, were kind of easy ozy, I guess, like the easy drinkers. But now I really want to go back to the 10 because I've not gone back to it since. And every Edredour that I've had has just been absolutely fantastic. Now that my palate has developed a little bit, I'm just like, the
That's
taste,
it. That's just
the
nailed
smell,
there
the
before you come
oils.
in. That's what I was saying as well. Like I've had a few of the 10 distillery editions, and the first bottle I got, it was like, this is okay, but that's a few years back. But as your palate develops and you get a greater appreciation of the whiskey, it's like, my God, this is really good. There's something special with this whiskey, and
Totally.
it's really grown on me over the last 4 bottles I've had. And I put up the last one there earlier on. Fucking good. And when you're at it, my wife got me into whiskey too. And it's not because she likes it, it's because she drives me fucking nuts and I need a drink.
All right. Well, going on the Edredour thing, Al, you'll appreciate this one.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
That's
this...
That your old cask strength sherry one, is it? Yep.
This is an older one. So this is one of the malts that actually got me into really loving whiskey. At the time when we were staying up north, like didn't really have that much money, not as much as I've got just now to spend on whiskey. So you know we were fairly kind of poor, but we bought this bottle for like 65 quid, and that was like a big expense at the time. And this was like a good 5-6 years ago. And it was just like Christmas cake in a glass. It was like, wow, I'd never experienced something like that. I still don't think I was ready for it when I tasted it because, you know, Edredour's got that real kind of dirty malt kind of. I don't know if they take the kind of the cut a little bit lower to keep some of the weird kind of oils going in there, but they're doing something that's maybe not for beginners, but even though I was a beginner, I could still appreciate that this malt was something special. Yeah. And
dirty is good.
I've had 3 bottles of this in my life, and this is the 4th. Look at that! Look at that color.
Oh, beautiful. Wow. What?
And this is so it was distilled in 1993, bottled in 2006. So this is the 13-year-old, and they don't do it like this anymore. They don't do the 13.
Yeah.
They only do
the one I put up earlier was distilled in 2000 and bottled in 2014.
Yeah,
phenomenal. Yeah. One of the best whiskies I've ever had.
Definitely.
Stunning.
So this one's 59.1. The last one I had was like 61.8 or something, and it just didn't drink like that. It didn't drink like that. You could just they were just so good. It was so sweet and Christmas cakey with the licorice and all that stuff going on. So amazing.
That's what I found. The difference between that and the 10-year-old straight from the cask was it was more of a punch up front. And the other one, while it still had all those things going on, it was more refined, it was more balanced. They were still there, but it was just a wee bit more excellent, succulent. Oh.
Yeah. Well,
So
I paid
good.
over the odds for this. I've been looking for this for ages on the auctions for a 13-year-old, because the number 13 is quite special to me. So I really wanted to get this 13 again, and I paid well over the odds for it. I mean, for one of these now, which is the same one, I think it's like a 12-year-old or whatever, it's about over 100 quid, I think, for these.
Yeah.
And I paid well over that for this one, but it's a special occasion bottle. It's something that's important to me and the missus, so it's going to get opened, but I don't know when.
Nice.
Well, as I said in my video, that bottling that I tried earlier was not just a whiskey for the special occasion. Actually having it and drinking it is the special occasion, and there's not too many whiskies that get that height for me.
Well, that's a good point. And I like the all the stuff that's going on just now with the whole virus stuff. I think one of the good things that's happening is people are realizing what's important, and a lot of people are opening bottles that they wouldn't normally be opening. They're like, well, special occasion, does it really need to be a special occasion? It's a special bottle, that's special occasion enough, right? So that's a very good point.
The thing is, on that point, it's the old Powers 12-year-old that is a collector's edition now. They don't make anymore, and I know there's a local off license near where I live is selling the bottle for 250 quid.
Wow.
I went into an off license there about 4 weeks ago, and just a small one, like not a big one, and it was like, there's a bottle, $37.99.
Yeah.
And
wow.
It's like, Jesus.
It's a steal.
How long has that been sitting there?
Buy that. It was all covered in dust. It's one of these small off licenses where they buy stuff in, but they don't know about the whiskey. They don't know about the wine. They're just there. And it's like, and I actually contacted Joe McGann, who's, from Irish Distillers. And he's like, go and buy another one, drink one and keep one.
Yeah, totally.
Awesome.
But on that note too, there's a great little off license in Belfast called the Vineyard. Brilliant selection of whiskey and wine and gin, everything, and the staff. You just can't you just can't walk into the street and be a member of staff. All the staff in there know their stuff. Very, very knowledgeable. They'll talk to you. They'll advise you. And there's just like a wee wine market down the road from them, and they've got Edredor, like 3-4 different bottles of it, and it's like, yep, couldn't believe it.
So Luna's gonna try and support her local drug dealers somehow over the next couple of weeks. Luna, what are you like? Local dealers?
Hey man, they need help too, all right? Yeah. Everybody's got to make a living in these tough times.
I support my local drug dealers every month with my prescriptions.
It's a good point though. I was thinking about the sort of local whiskey shops earlier, and I'm planning on maybe going tomorrow or the day after to the one that's closest to me. It's maybe about 15 miles away or something like that, just to see how they're doing. But it's actually a video I've been meaning to make for a while, is like why you should actually go to your local shop rather than just buying online, because like, let's face it, buying online is probably cheaper. Yeah. But the whole experience of actually going to the shop, getting that expertise, getting talked through a lot of different stuff that you might not realize is there, that's worth money. That's their time, and that's worth paying for. If you're getting expertise, you're getting helped out, you're finding whiskies that you might not know about before. That's that's the real kind of value that you get from going to a shop. And okay, you might be paying like £5 extra for a bottle of Talisker or a bottle of Edged or whatever, but it's worth it because you never know what other bargains you're going to pick up, the other little nuggets of information you're going to pick up, and that's worth money too. And everybody's got to realise that.
My local whiskey shop is the whiskey shop, which, yeah, they have a store in Brighton, but they're expensive. The whiskey shop, they are expensive.
Well, you do get them; they're really expensive. I mean, there's some in Edinburgh and stuff that are expensive as well. But actually, the one along the road from me in Cooper is really good, and they've quite often got some great deals on. You know, they just discount some stuff.
Well, yeah, actually, saying that, the whiskey shop sent me an email. Well, they sent out an email with all the Game of Thrones stuff is 40% off this weekend.
Yeah,
yeah.
Get rid of that shit.
So you can pick up the Klein Leash and you can pick up the Klein Leash for £22.80 or something, which just seems ludicrously a good deal, even though it's maybe not well received. But still, it's a Klein Leash and it's still £22.80.
Yeah, exactly, and that falls into my filler category, right? So if it's less than kind of 25 quid or under 30 at least, then it's classified as a filler. So it doesn't need to be exceptional; it just needs to be good and satisfying, and a decent whiskey. But yeah, I think the last time I was at the place in Cooper, I picked up this RN18, one of the old bottlings, and it was like 60 odd quid. Which is decent and worth it, I think. So what's Chris? What's your most prized bottle that you have in your collection that you probably aren't going to open, or do you have any? Show me it. Come on, let's see that bottle that you're not going to open.
Bring it out, big boy.
Until you're 70.
Do you want to see it? I'll have to get up. It's quite a way away. All
right, me and Al will chat and we'll get it. I'll ask Al what his is.
Give me a second.
That's the bottle I was just talking about is the only one I haven't opened yet. Because generally, if I go out and do a splurge, which I can't really do now because I'm retired on a shitey pension because the bastards that I used to be employed by fucked me over. I'm still fighting them legally, but anyway.
Oh, man.
If I went out on a splurge and I had the best of intentions, I'd come home and I would open up 3-4 bottles and go, fuck it, boom, 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 and sample them all. I can't help myself. If I buy a whiskey, I have to try it. And
okay, so you've got somewhat of a rolling collection, then you don't keep any for a rainy day.
Like that. That's why just before you come on, when you were soaking yourself in the bath, I was drinking some vodka because I want to try to pull around what I've got because the daughter's off school. The wife's working from home, and I can't do any sneaky, sly online bloody things anymore because she's going to be here when they arrive.
Not here.
And it's just like, and she's like, well, because of you're in this situation, we need to cut down on this and we need to cut down on that. And it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. I can't be sneaky anymore unless it's coming from the Royal Mail and my mate that I went to school with. I could just say, look, fucking leave it around the side of the house or something,
We slide back in the
yeah. It's tough times in more ways than one.
Indeed. All right, Chris, what you got?
I have got, give me a second. Just if you're interested, everyone, here is the link to Whiskey Shop in Jones. But yeah, they got, it's ridiculous stuff. For that Lager 9 is £39. 40 quid for a lager, I think is pretty good. But here is my whiskey. I haven't opened it. It's famous grouse.
What? Wow. 1992.
1992.
All right. Okay.
This was my late father-in-law's.
Okay.
And it was in a group along with the Blue Label, so the Johnny Walker Blue Label, which I have opened them. I don't know why I haven't opened this, but I will be opening it at some point.
Good.
Simon is annoyingly young at 1992 as a birth age. You're saying in the chat. But yeah, I'd imagine it's going to be corked quite a bit. It's got a tight lid, like really tight. Like I need like something to pry it open.
Yeah. No, as soon as you start to rip that one off, it's just going to be in the neck.
Oh dear, it's all quite It was in a flight box. So basically, my father-in-law's neighbour used to work on. He was like a stewardess or a steward. And basically they fell off the back of a plane.
Wow.
So all these, I've got 2 bottles of Blue Label. They both retail, and they've both fallen off the plane. Basically,
Brilliant.
so they're all basically nicked off the plane.
That's good that it's got a bit of backstory to it, though.
Sorry?
It's good that it's got a bit of backstory to it. So there's
it's nice. Yeah, but I mean, it's a nice bottle. Give a little tip, but it's all. I think this must have been. It looks Greek on the back.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Airport bag.
Yeah. So again, something that's fallen off. It was funny because myself and my brother-in-law, so his son, he had quite a few whiskies, and he split. I think there must have been about 8 or 9. I got only 2 or 3 of them. But he got majority of the ones, maybe the more expensive ones. But yeah, he sold all his on eBay. It's quite funny, but not funny. But yeah, not interesting. But yeah, that's what he done.
It's one of the things that I'm thinking about. I've been thinking about this for ages, and I tried to do a video on it in like October last year, and I just couldn't. I couldn't quite. I wasn't quite sure in my heart where I was about the whole kind of collecting thing. So I wasn't great at articulating what the video was really about and what I had to say about it. And it's a really interesting topic. I really like the whole collection topic because there's different levels of collector, isn't there? You get the people that might be like a rolling collection. So they know that they're probably going to open the stuff that they've got. Like they're not got any plans to sell it. And then you've got the people like me who I don't necessarily like want to sell anything. I'm keeping bottles because I know they're going to be valuable in the future. And I think if I've got the money in the future and I want to drink it, then I will. But equally, if it's something that I'm maybe not that interested in, because I've had it before and it's worth a lot of money, I would sell that and then reinvest it into whiskey again. So it's not like it's necessarily a bad thing. I feel like I'm still investing back into my passion, back into whiskey, back into the industry. I'm just making clever purchases right now, which some people might not agree with. One of them is, if I can get this working right. No, where is it? There it is there. So the Old Pulteney 21. So quite expensive whiskey. As we all know, we've probably seen, hopefully, my video where I totally ruined the bottle, but I wasn't really that impressed with it anyway. So I've had whiskies like this Edward, for instance, that have completely blown me away for a fraction of the price. So why would I open that right now and drink that? Why do I feel the need to drink that when there's so many better options out there for less money? And
Yeah.
you know, 5-10 years down the line, if some rich American guy wants to buy this, then feel free, buy it from me for an exorbitant fee, and I will invest that money back into something that you don't know about, like Edgedower or Kilkerran or whatever the next up and coming thing is, you know. And
Yeah.
but I've actually got quite a few that I'm not planning on opening, at least 5 or so. But yeah, I feel bad for saying that because they're made to be drunk. But yeah, I do have a few.
What's people saying in the chat about this? Greg saying it's a blended malt, not blended whiskey. Yeah. 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 Everybody, yeah. Simon Whiskey Novice. That sounds familiar. He sees what you're saying. Rolling collection, and yeah, ended up bottle kill like that. Oh, can't read. I've had such a long day. It's been such a crazy day. Menno's off. Yeah. Good to see you, Menno. Thank you for joining me. I mean, this was obviously completely impromptu, and it was just a test of Streamyard, which is proved very good. There's been quite a lot of people popping in and out, which is cool.
It's pretty easy. Makes it really easy. Just click that link and then accept the person.
And then you just click up in the right, just start, and you're done. Obviously, this is the free version. I can't. Yeah. How do I afford? Because you look at the thing and like it's like £20 a month or $20 a month. You're like, how are they affording that? It's ridiculous to get like a premium version.
Yeah, but you get maybe 10,000 users that are paying that, and not all of them are using it to the full potential. So so a lot of money can be made every month.
Yeah. Well, not me, but what like other YouTubers? They're obviously paying that every month, which is a bit.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. Well, it comes out of your whiskey budget, I suppose, or if you're like the whiskey friend and you've got adverts willy nilly on your videos, then you can afford it.
Yeah, he just said he loves collecting bottles. Shelves look great, buying faster than he can drink them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's just not drinking fast enough. Like, just needs to be thirsty.
Why are you in bed now? I hope you're drinking in bed now, Alan. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I will be sleeping in a shed just with an open bottle of Edgedower.
Al is saying something, but you're quiet. I can't hear you, Al.
Oh, yeah, your mic's gone.
Yeah, your mic's gone now. Oh, fuck. Bollocks.
He's
Hello, it's me, Alan. No, it's me, Al.
No. Hello, it's me, Al. I'll be drinking this lovely Edgedower tonight.
Hello.
It's a very lovely licorice dram.
Yeah, we should just do impressions of everyone.
I'm doing one. That's what's going to be my. That's going to be my. That everybody or some people have done the 5 whiskey channels to watch in 2020 or 2019 or wherever it started.
Yeah.
That's going to be mine. I'm going to try and do impressions of everybody that I watch. But it's going to take a bit of setting up. So
I can't wait to see mine. You're going to be naked.
Yeah, it may well be that. And then you've got the hi, I'm Vin PF kind of thing. So that's a good one.
Or Toby.
He always does that kind of thing.
Hi.
Yeah, I've got a really good plan for Toby. So it's like
hi.
It's like up here, and I'm sitting, and I'm like looking up, taking my dram, going, hi, welcome to Whiskey Shed. Kind of thing,
Hi, welcome to Whiskey Shed. Today,
Yeah.
I'm trying this. It's brilliant.
You've got a very calming persona. Like, it's
Yeah.
quite
Oh,
like watching.
hello, whiskey folk. Do you like
And then we've got
Glasgow?
Stuart as well. Whiskey Wims. I'll get across the table for that one. I don't know where I'm going to find it, but I'll find some kind of Ardbeg candle or something like that.
Loves his Ardbeg. Luna's saying Toby is so soothing.
Yeah, he really is.
He is.
Really is. I tried. Do you know what? I think Toby should probably read out my the stories.
He should read bedtime stories. Yeah, absolutely right. He should be on CBBS reading bedtime stories for kids.
Absolutely. I need to try and dig this out. This is one of the bottles that I'm in two minds about because I know it'll probably be worth a bit in the future, but I'm really getting into my peaty whiskies at the moment, and
into your what?
I bought this one, the Ardbeg Supernova.
Supernova.
Yeah, and it's one that's been hanging about, and I thought I might open it up at Christmas, but I didn't. I was like, so close a couple of times, but I didn't open it, and I really want to taste it, but I know it's one of those ones that's going to increase in value. Are you in the Glendronach Appreciation Society, Chris?
No. Should I be?
You should be. You should be, because they put out this special bottling of Glendronach. It is. Let me open it. I'll get it open for you. It's so you had to enter a ballot to get the chance to buy this.
Right.
And anybody that knows their Glendronach, if you know the 1992, then you know you're going to be paying like 300 quid plus retail. But this one, if I can get it out. So it's a 27-year-old, 1992, limited edition. Obviously, what have I got? 276 out of 625.
Wow.
54.5%. Just that is going to be an absolute stunner. And
how much was that?
How much was it?
Yeah.
It was. I paid 250 quid for it. Yeah. Yeah, painful, I know. But that said, my mate paid a similar amount for the batch 17, which I've got here. But I've got the 13-year-old, and he got the 20-something-year-old, and he paid 250 quid for that.
Wow.
So it was like 22, 21-year-old, something like that. So I've managed to get this 27-year-old for a similar kind of price. And that's it. There is only 625 bottles of that. It's a special edition. It's called the Belter, because I guess the Glendronach Appreciation Society went and tasted the cask and said
that, or Jerry Cinnamon wrote it or something.
Exactly.
She is a belter.
That was one of those buys where I thought, do you know what, I could flip that, which I have actually done. I have flipped a bottle of whiskey before, but it was a Macallan, Macallan Genesis, which I've got no interest in. I've got no interest in Macallan at all. And if you want to pay over the odds for something like that, then feel free. And if I can make a few bucks on it and then invest it into something I like, then I will. But with the Glendronach, I love Glendronach. And I kind of thought, you know, if I bought that, I could flip it straight away and probably make 100 quid. And then I was like, I don't want 100 quid. I'd rather have the bottle, you know? So actually what I'm thinking about doing with this is going back onto the Facebook group, because there was a lot of people that didn't get a chance to buy one. And they were kind of angry that people were flipping them and selling them so early.
Yeah.
So I kind of thought, it would be great actually, because I feel quite privileged to actually have managed to get a bottle and
Yeah.
be privileged enough to be able to afford a bottle. So I thought I would get in touch with them and see if I could do some kind of live stream where I'll give away, quite a lot of the bottle. I'll give away like four or 5 CL samples or something.
Nice.
And give it a tasting live, and just do a sort of giveaway and see if I can make some people happy. I'll probably just do it in the UK since all this kind of stuff's happening. But then,
You see,
maybe
I'm just going to get Al back in. There he is. But I've done. You're back. Can we hear you?
Yep. How's that now?
That's pretty good.
yeah,
Jim.
you can do it.
But
Yep.
I done that live stream of McMira, the Mac, and and then I've noticed this week that McMira have started doing live stream tastings, like a proper
I saw that. Yeah.
copy of what I've been doing, or what I've done first off. Oh, you got a whole bottle?
Yeah, dude. Did you not get whole bottles?
Oh, you got a little one.
I've had 2 whole bottles. Do you know what I said to Dan? I was like, "Do you know what, Dan?" I was like, "I don't review samples. I can do
Okay.
like a kind of initial feeling, but if you want me to do the full journey, I need the whole bottle." How you do it? How did you like them anyway? What you think? What's your thinking with is it, you? Everybody's saying McMira. Is McMira right? Because I was saying McMyra.
McMura, I think.
McMura.
Hold on. My friend messaged me.
Because I noticed No Nonsense Whiskey, Mr. Vin PF, the influencer himself, was saying McMira.
McMira, yeah. Let me have a look. Oh my god.
I haven't had any, so I don't know.
No McMira. The Mac is actually really quite good. I mean, it's such a prominent sort of flavor as such. Like the smells and tastes, the main ones. It's not really deep or anything like that, but you can pick out. They're prominent, so you can pick them out. Each one of the flavors. So there's like 4 or 5, and that's it.
Yeah.
So for a beginner, it's really, really good whiskey.
Yeah, I went through a weird thing with the Brooks whiskey. The Brooks whiskey was funny for me. It was like it started off much like a Scotch, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. This is like a Scotch, and I was getting like I had this thing where I was walking through a kind of damp, dank forest. And then it kind of reminded me a little bit of Old Pulteney. And then it went sour. It went completely sour and stayed sour for a little bit. And then I had to air it for a wee while. And then once I'd aired it, bananas. That's all I got. Bananas.
God,
but the kind of fake foam bananas.
I hate bananas.
Yeah.
That's
what I got. But I love it. I love the bananas. I love that kind of fake banana sweetie kind of flavor. But it's not Scotch, really. It's not like that flavor to me.
It's more low class bourbon American whiskey.
But it always makes me think that it's young. It's not aged, because once it's aged, it kind of loses that kind of tropical fruits a little bit. It kind of it becomes more muted. And when you've got a real strong kind of fake smells, fake tastes, almost fake banana stuff, like the man-made thing.
That's what I think too. It's like the JD old number 7. You get bananas and stuff like that. If you get bananas, especially the fake smell on some of the whiskies, it's it's young. It's not developed properly. As much as I like banana, and I'm probably one of the few that likes the old number 7. Just it's nothing special, but it's still palatable. But once you get that sort of banana flavor, it's like it's young and it's not developed. And Yeah.
It is what it is. Yeah. It reminds me of the Penderyn. I don't know if anybody's had the Penderyn or
Yep,
the
with the Darren Madeira cask, Madeira finish.
Yeah, I don't know if mine's is the Madeira finish. It's up the stairs, but yeah, it was just a Penderyn I bought ages ago. It was reduced in Tesco, and
That's what I got it too.
it was the first thing that I got was the bananas. I was like, wow, bananas, that's amazing. Ah. But now I kind of, now that my palate's, a little bit more educated, I'm kind of like, I realize that that's a younger kind of taste in whiskey, which isn't necessarily bad. If you like that kind of taste, then, go for it.
Like, it's
but I
all
think,
subjective. It's like, what's your favorite whiskey? Well, it's the one you like best at the moment.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
What is your favorite whiskey, Al?
At the moment, it's the last one I reviewed, the Edredor natural cask strength, the sherry finish 14-year-old, and I'd actually edited a wee bit out of the video because I said
You got too excited.
this is not just a whiskey for a special occasion. This is a whiskey that is a special occasion, and the only other one that I've said that about has been the Red Best 12 cask strength. And then I sat down and I did, before I went and recorded it, I did a wee side by side, and it was like, they're pretty even, but it all depends on your own personal preference, what you like. But the Edredor is so much more flavour, it's so much more robust. There's just so much more going on. It was like, Christ, if I was going to give the Red Best 12 cask strength 95, I should probably give the Edredor 97. It was just like, fuck me. There's just so much more depth of flavour. It's more robust. It's just so much different than what's going on.
Yeah.
And the flavours and everything, it's like two whiskies that I really love. And properly, my standard is if I give, the Red Breast 12 cask strength is one of my favourite whiskies of all time. And if I can sort of set it aside and do a taste test with another one and find the other one better, it's like, mother of God, this has to be pretty good. And the last Edredor I had, the Natural Cask Strength sherry finish, was just, it depends on people's personal preferences, obviously, but for me, it was so much more going on. It was just, and I love Irish whiskey. I'm a big proponent of Irish whiskey, and I support it. I put it out there, but my God, this Edredor just blows it out of the water.
Yeah, I have to say, I've not been a massive fan of Irish whiskey thus far. I think the best one that I've had is one that the other half got me, which is in the funky bottle, the Sexton.
Awesome.
Oh, it's see for what
I mean,
for what
if you can
it
pour
is.
it's good.
It's fucking good. And the interesting thing about it is the girl that's responsible for that, you probably know the backstory. She actually worked for Bushmills, and they thought that much of her. They gave her a part of the Bushmills distillery and her own wee warehouse to do her own thing with the Bushmills.
Cool.
Malt with all the things the Bushmills do, because they didn't want to lose her and let her do her own thing. And this here is way better than anything with Bushmills. Fucking Bush. I'm not going to say I don't like Bushmills, but Bushmills is very bland.
Yeah. Well, this is one of my complaints of Irish whiskey, is that it's not necessarily like the Sexton's not necessarily bland, but it's quite one-dimensional. It's quite singular in its approach and taste. But like if you compare it to the Edredor 12, it's like
no comparison.
No comparison, yeah. But I mean, if you're looking for simplicity, then the Sexton does it. But I think more often than not, that's not what I'm looking for now. I think my journey has come to a point where I'm looking for that complexity. I'm looking for those oils, the different kind of flavor, something that's going to challenge me as well.
But the thing is, when you look back at the history of whiskey and the way back before it all went tits up, Irish whiskey led the way, and then with Prohibition, Civil War, and all that shit, it all went downhill, and then it just all imploded. It's coming back now, but if you look at your base level Irish whiskey now, it doesn't. Some of it's okay. You can drink it. It's drinkable. It's all right. It's not pish like, well, Johnny Walker Red Label and stuff like that. But the base level Scotch whiskies are a hell of a lot better than the base level Irish whiskies.
Yeah, totally.
So what's your favourite whiskey at the moment, Neil?
I think like Al, I'm going to a real kind of Edredauer love, but I will say that because I'm just going to get it so I can actually wave over it. I will say that because I'm such a massive Glendronach fan, I've been looking for potential alternatives. So whiskies that might compete with Glendronach in the future, that have got maybe a similar style and are the up-and-coming ones, and therefore cheaper. And I got a sample from my good friend Russell, who he gave me a Glenallachie 13, and it was a handfill out of the distillery. And boy, oh man, they're doing the right kind of stuff. Glenallachie are really kind of coming on. He also gave me the 15, the Glenallachie 15. Now, it's a very different malt from Glendronach if you compared it to the Glendronach 15. Very different. Much more kind of fruits and not so much of the kind of dusty leather comforting thing that we all kind of know and love from Glendronach. But the handfill had much more of that, and it was something really special. It was one of those malts. So I was standing here and I poured it for myself, and I was taking notes. I spent about 10 minutes on the nose because it was just, there was that much going on and just smelling away. But as soon as I had a sip, it was one of those malts that just went, and all the kind of stress and the tension of the day kind of just buzzed out of me. And I was just like, this is like a really, really good malt. So I'd keep a lookout for Glenallachie. But yeah, I think the Edredauer 12 is one that I've definitely been reaching for a lot. Yeah, totally. I think that's probably the main.
I'm a big fan of Glendronach as well. A big fan of Bunnahabhain, but I don't want to appear biased here. After the last 2 weeks and going through the Edredauer, I think in general there might be a few whiskies from different distilleries that would be standoutish, but to have standard whiskies from one distillery being so bloody good,
yeah,
I don't think I've had it from any other whiskey. Maybe Redbreast. And I know, Neil, you don't like the Irish whiskey so much, but Redbreast have a good standard of quality throughout. But my God, I don't think I've ever had any whiskey ever in my whole journey that just from the base level right up to where I've been now has just been so bloody good. The Edredauer, you know. And as you said in your comment the other night, we really need to meet up and go there and take squatters' rights.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. No,
I would say the same thing of Kilkerran. I haven't had a bad one.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
They're all just. I mean, they're heavily peated. I mean, wow, really, just fantastic.
I mean, when I tried this, I always like to
He's
try and
just
find
rubbing
a
it
takeaway.
in.
So I like to get a takeaway, like so from the McMira, whatever you say, the Brooks whiskey. My takeaway was bananas, right? So I always like to take like one main takeaway from the whiskey, and this one, if I can get it on, is toasted marshmallows on a campfire. That is the takeaway from this, and to be able to capture that taste in a liquid is amazing, and it's just one
And
of
they
those
have-
things that
but
it
that's
takes you
in the
back to
heavily
so many
peated.
good experiences.
Sorry, Al?
If you're regularly getting that from a heavily peated.
Yeah, no, that's like
Jesus.
what Kilkerran are doing with like the heavily peated. It's kind of less smoke, so it's not as Lefroy-y. Like you don't have that heavy smoke, but you do have that heavy, earthy kind of peatiness to it. So much like the Edredar Balechen, it's got that kind of deep, earthy, umami kind of thing going on.
Yeah, because one of the things, and I appreciate the way you've said about and described that, because I remember one of my mates at one stage sent me a Bowmore 15 Darkest. Jesus. I'm going to have to visit it again. I don't know if you guys have had it, but it gave me the fucking shivers. It put it like this: it was the one and only whiskey I've ever had that brought vivid fucking pictures into my head of being trapped in like. Have you ever seen the movie Shutter Island?
Yes, it's an excellent movie. I've seen it loads of times.
Yeah, it's
DiCaprio, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't look like him. I don't earn as much money as like him, but it's like I'm Leonardo DiCaprio trapped in there, and some crazed bloody psycho was coming after me. The smells of TCP, of the old bandages and all that shit, and it's just like you're maybe trying to get out, and then some bastard's going to come out and cut you up. It just gave me the bloody shiver. It really did. It was the most vivid notes I've ever had from any whiskey, and it still gives me almost bloody nightmares. If I ever, and the thing is,
it sounds like it sounds. I don't know whether you're saying it's good or not. It kind of feels like it's bad.
Not good. Does anybody try to tell you?
You have an allergic reaction to the E150?
No, I'm having an allergic reaction to fucking Bowmore. And the thing is, and then I watched a couple of reviews and I put it up, and a few people said the same. And then I watched Ralphie review, and Ralphie says Ralphie gave it an 87. And I'm thinking, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? You know? And it was like, it still gives me the bloody shudders thinking about it. It's the one and only whiskey that really makes me go, oh God, no.
Write a story in a glass about it. I'd love that. I'd love a horror story in a glass, like something that's really scary.
It's just like you could make a video game about it, about these people going coming after you, trying to fucking slice you up, and that's whiskey in a bottle. Is Bowmore 15 Darkest. Absolute pish. But anyway, that's my view.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for going on a rant, but that is it. An
I'd love to.
Horrendous bastard of
I'd
a
love to
whiskey.
get them scary.
Luna's saying the same. She so gets you. Same happened with me with Lagavulin 8, not Shutter Island, but Epiphany nonetheless. Epiphanies are different person to person. True.
Well, Luna knows her epiphanies. Like her story was excellent. Yeah. So I'm sure we'll be getting more. And Luna, if you've got a scary,
do you know what? Lee? I think this might be the first story that I'll give you, because it's just so fucking vivid and horrendous. Oh. I'm going to have to sit up and take a few more drinks, because if I go into bed and try to give the wife a cuddle now, I'll probably try to fucking strangle her, you know. Makes a change from her trying to strangle me. Like, terrible.
Eh?
Once upon a time, Big Al went to jail.
Oh, Jesus. You're a couple of bad bastards.
Awesome. Right. Cool. Thank you guys. That was really, really good. It's nearly bloody 2 hours.
And on that note, Chris, we'll get away from the crazy fucking Irish man.
Yeah, what the hell was up with that? That was crazy. Cool. Thank you guys. Really appreciate you coming on. Yeah, really good. Love the story. Lovely story.
Lovely.
Thanks everybody for coming in the chat. Really appreciate it. Again, this was just an impromptu thing, so there we go. That was it, basically. Thank you. And we will.
And there's Neil acting like a normal Scotsman.
Scott. All you Celts are the same. Let's point at the screen. Point at it. Point at the screen. Point at it. Point.
We'll gang up on him, Neil, and go down.
Point at the screen. Point at it.
Point.
God damn it, Alan! Point at the screen. Not with your face. Oh God! Oh, that. Oh God! That's the last. My light went out. That's brilliant. Look at that. How about that? There we go. We all witnessed the time that my bulb went.
It started. The apocalypse has started. Chris, you are first. You're first on the zombie hit list.
See you on the other side, guys.
Yeah.
And bro.